Hello everyone and welcome back to the garage. We're continuing with the Daytona project today, mainly the cooling system, which I hope to have all back together by the end of this video. So I need to fix a broken tab on the radiator. We've got a stuck fastener which I need to take out. A lot of cleaning and painting a few bits. The old fan is going to be replaced by a used one, but in better condition. However, even that needs a bit of painting and sorting out. So thanks for stopping by and enjoy the video. So we've got the radiator of the bike, and as you can see it's missing one tab, which I'll try to solder back on. But apart from that, I hope it's watertight and no nasty surprises. I am going to vacuum test the cooling system before I fill it. We've got an oil cooler guard, which is very crusty and rusty, and I'll try to clean this up and give it a coat of paint. We've got a very ugly looking fan, which is all rusty, and it's got bits missing out of the blades, but it still runs. However, it's got some play in the bearings. Don't know if you can hear that, but fortunately Chris, the owner, managed to find a good looking used one. It's still got a bit of rust on the brackets. I'm going to try to clean this up and give it a coat of paint with the rest of the stuff, but it's looking much better than the old one. And I also have a little elbow for the coolant pipe. I have to remove this to get to the starter, but all the paint is just flaking off, so I'm going to paint this together with the other bits. And once everything's done, put it all on the bike and give it a vacuum test. Now I'm just going to cover these two steel parts with rust converter before I go ahead and paint them. And I know some of you guys might disagree with the way I've done these. You might want a more professional job, but I aim for having them done quickly and just having some rust protection on them, because they're not going to be visible. So it's quick versus quality in this case, but I'm sure we can all agree it's a lot better than just leaving them as they were. Right, so I've covered the rusty areas with the rust converter. I'm gonna let it do its job, and once it finishes I might have to wipe off the excess in some areas, but that's it. It should be ready for painting. And while I leave this to cure, I'm gonna touch up some other rusty areas on the bike. So initially I said I was gonna try to solder this broken tab back on, but I forgot how much heat aluminium needs to actually be soldered. So I'm not comfortable putting that much heat into a radiator. So what I'm gonna do instead is drill the two rivets, try to make a new bracket out of that piece of aluminium, and see if I can rivet it back on. So this is the water passage. These fins here don't have any use, so if I do have to drill into them a bit, it shouldn't matter too much. But obviously I'm gonna have to be careful not to damage anything. So let's go ahead and do that. So as you can see, we've got our formed piece of aluminium, just fairly close. The bend isn't perfect, but it's quite the close radius to what it should be. The piece of aluminium is about a millimeter thicker than the original one, but it's all I had lying around, so we'll have to do for now. And yeah, fairly pleased with it. As you can see, this edge is a bit too long, so I might trim that back a bit. But for now, let's just drill the mounting holes. And the holes line up. It's a pretty nice fit. So I'm just gonna finish this piece off, round the edges, trim the top, probably thin this down a bit so my clip fits. I'll just have to file it. And yeah, if that all works well, I'm gonna try to rivet it. And that's it for today. I'm gonna vacuum test the system, flush it a few times, and then fill it with coolant in the next video. So thanks for watching and see you again next time.